This assignment brings together everything you've learned about human subjects protection, ethical research conduct, and informed consent, while applying it directly to your HHP topic that you selected back in Module 1, which may also serve as a foundation for your dissertation work. The goal of this assignment is to move beyond theory and demonstrate that you can design a realistic, ethical, IRB appropriate, informed consent process grounded in scholarly best practices. In this paper, you will create a comprehensive informed consent plan for your proposed research population. You are not describing what the informed consent is. We already know. So explain to us how you might obtain informed consent, how you will communicate it, document it, and protect it within your specific study context. Your work should reflect ethical reasoning, regulatory awareness, and practical feasibility, all while being supported by current peer-reviewed literature. Your narrative paper should be 4 to 6 pages in length, written in paragraph form, and organized using APA formatted headings. In this paper, you must address the following components. First, explain what you will include in your informed consent form and why. This should include required elements such as the study's purpose, procedures, risks, benefits, confidentiality, and participant rights. You should justify your choices using ethical principles and scholarly sources. Next, describe how consent materials will be delivered to participants. This might include in-person delivery, electronic platforms, mailed documents, or institutional systems. Be clear and realistic about what fits your population. Then you will explain how you will communicate and explain the consent materials to participants. This section should demonstrate attention to health literacy, clarity, and participant understanding, not simply that the materials are provided, but that they are meaningfully explained. You will also briefly describe how signed consent documents will be collected and stored. While this topic will be expanded in the next module, you should still address this confidentiality, security, and ethical handling of records at a high level. If your study includes minors, you must clearly explain how parental permission and child assent will be attained. For children ages 7 and under, you must describe a process for oral assent consistent with ethical standards. After completing the narrative portion of the paper, you will create a 1 to 2 informed consent form and include it as an appendix. This form must directly align with what you described in the narrative portion of your paper. It should be written in clear, plain language that is appropriate for research participants, not academic or technical language. Citations are not required in the consent form itself, but the content must reflect best practices discussed in your narrative. Your paper should follow APA 7th edition formatting, including a clear introduction stating the purpose of the paper, organized subheadings aligned with the assignment criteria, and a concise conclusion summarizing key points integrated with current peer-reviewed sources throughout. Keep in mind that this is not an opinion-based assignment. A-level submissions consistently integrate literature, apply ethical principles accurately, and demonstrate solid writing and organization. An A-level paper should show us how you clearly apply the informed consent principles to your specific research topic. Demonstrate ethical reasoning and regulatory awareness, using scholarly sources to justify your decisions, shows alignment between the narrative and the consent form, is well organized, clearly written, and professionally formatted. This assignment is designed to prepare you for future IRB submissions and dissertation work. Take the time now to think carefully about your population, your methods, and your ethical responsibilities as a researcher. If you have questions as you work through this assignment, please reach out early. I look forward to reviewing your consent plans.